So today we got another smartwatch for you guys. This is the Amazfit T-Rex Pro. Let's take a look at it. Is it amazing? What's up guys, it's your boy Manny back here again with one more review. Guys, once again, before we start the video, remember, like the video, comment down below and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram. It would be much appreciated so you guys can keep up to date with all the content and everything in the world tech. So diving right in guys, Amazfit smartwatch, here it is, rugged. The one thing that every smartwatch company does nowadays is they make a really good smartwatch, but what happens? They get scratched, the glass breaks, no matter what company it is. Now you have Amazfit, a company that's been around for a while, but we haven't really heard of them. They've been kind of staying down low, but making really good products. So I found them on Instagram, and then I went ahead on Amazon and purchased this bad boy. I absolutely think it's super cool. It's a smartwatch, but it's rugged. You can take it out, you can take it in the hills, you can drop it, you can wet it, you can do whatever, and it's gonna take a beating and it's gonna last. And that's one thing that I think a lot of companies haven't done. And this company did it, and they did it pretty well, and they kept it at a really good price. And we're gonna talk about that later, but going over the boxes, as far as, like I told you, it's very rugged. It has 15 military standards certified. It's got a positioning multi-GPS system. It's water resistant to 100 meters, built-in altimeter and barometer, and a compass as well, which I think is extremely crazy. As far as the screen size, it's a 1.3 AMOLED display, touchscreen of course, so you can interact with it and also use the buttons to interact with it. Blood oxygen saturation measurement. It's got 100+ sport modes, so no matter what you're doing outside, it's gonna be able to track it, and it has an ultra long battery life. As far as the battery life goes, the battery life is 18 days with regular use. If you use it a little bit more, like working out every day and also use it at night for sleep tracking, it says up to 9 days, which I still think is really good, and I still think it's beating Apple and Samsung with their watches. But as far as the watch, guys, it looks really good. It's rugged, it's nice. It does everything you want a smartwatch to do. It gives you your notifications, it does it all. Now, the cool thing about it, like I said, is the whole fact that it's rugged. I think that just having that with you is amazing because you're able to take it out and do whatever you want with it, whenever you want with it. And I think that's awesome. It does your heart rate monitoring. It does 24-hour heart rate monitoring. So no matter if you're sleeping or awake or whatever you're doing, it's gonna track your heart rate. It does the sleep quality. So when you wake up in the morning, it's gonna give you all your sleep analysis, your deep sleep, your REM sleep, awake, light sleep. It's gonna give it all to you, which I think is very cool nowadays. I'm really into the sleep tracking, and I think that's really cool that this has it. As far as everything that it has, as far as it has what is called a PAI, P-A-I, which is their way of tracking everything that you do, and it gives you a score. And depending on the score that you get, that's how well you've done in the day, or how, you know, how active you've been or how not active you've been, which I think is extremely cool that it does that. You can take it in the water, 100 meters. That's awesome. You can scuba dive with it, do whatever you want with it. I think that's really cool. But I don't know, guys. I mean, I think this is pretty cool. You haven't seen a lot of companies go ahead and make a smartwatch that actually is this rugged. I mean, I've been looking at rumors of Apple supposedly maybe coming out with a rugged Apple Watch, like a tough Apple Watch. That would be pretty cool to have. I mean, Apple's been doing really good with their, activity tracking and their workouts and all of that. So if they come out with something like that, I'd be pretty cool. But what I think is really crazy about this whole package and all the information I just gave you is that this thing is only, I think, $169. I bought it for $169 on Amazon. And that puts it into comparison when you're comparing it versus the OnePlus. The OnePlus is pretty much the exact same price. And we all know we've had a little bit of trouble with the OnePlus coming in. You know, it's cheap as far as what it is. They just started launching the watch. You know, it hasn't been too good. At the beginning, you couldn't change from 24-hour to 12-hour format. They just recently added the always on display. This one already comes with an always on display. An actual cool feature that I think other companies should add is that the always on display could and can be scheduled. So you can schedule the always on display to turn on at 9 a.m. and to turn off at 10 p.m. when you fall asleep. So that way when you're using it at night and you're turning and tossing and turning in bed, it's not bothering you. That's one thing that I can't do with the OnePlus watch. If I have it on at night and I have the always on display, I have to go in, turn it off, and then go to bed. And I think that's a hassle, and I think it's just an extra step that I don't need. This is the first watch I've seen that actually does that, which I think is very, very cool. So when you're tossing and turning, it doesn't like, you know, wake you up, or you look at the watch, or like me, I don't like to know what time it is, because then I know what time I have to wake up or how much time I have left of sleeping to go to work, and I hate that. So I think that's pretty cool. And then when you put it compared to something like the Garmin, I also have the Garmin Fenix 6. I mean, it does a lot more, and it's more of a super like fitness outdoor person crazy watch. But when you put it to something like that, someone might not have the money to spend $300, $400, $500 on a watch like that. So then you put this in a price point where people can spend it and get a lot of the same features. Now that's coming to be a little bit competitive, which I think is nice. As far as the build quality, again, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. It's very lightweight. It looks super rugged. So you think it might be super heavy, but it's actually like made out of plastic. It looks like it's metal, but it's not. The band is a very soft silicone, very lightweight. You can't change them. The bands are not interchangeable. So what you get is what you get. You can't change it. You can't change the look. The only downside I will tell you from seeing it right away is that it is a very sporty watch, so you know it's not elegant. So if you're gonna go out, if you're going to dinner, if you're going to a dinner party, whatever the case may be, it is again a rugged watch. So it's not elegant, so you might have to wear another watch at that point in time. With the Apple Watch, it's very stylish, so you can wear it to work out and you can wear it to go out or do whatever you do. It still looks good. So that's the only downside I say about it. I'm definitely gonna have to go and, you know, really dive into this and wear this for a long time to kind of see what it does and how good it does and how good it compares to, let's say, the OnePlus and to the Apple Watch. But I mean, first look at it, just opening it up and putting it on today, I really like it. I think it's really cool, very easy to put on, very lightweight, which again, that surprises me because looking at it, you automatically think it's a very heavy watch, and it's actually not a heavy watch at all. As far as the touchscreen, it's very bright, very detailed, super, super sharp. So everything looks good. If you swipe down from the top, you get all your little notifications, battery, you get your weather, you have your flashlight, you have the vibrating mode, the sound mode. It even does the sound to the app, so you can find your phone, whatever phone you're using it on. It could be used on Android, and it also could be used on Apple devices, which I think is very cool. If you slide from the bottom, you get kind of like your little widgets. So here you go, you get your activity goals, you get your Pi score, again, depending on how active you've been. You get your weather, your heart rate, and your blood saturation. The little gear in the bottom lets you actually change it, so you can go in there and add whatever you want into that section, into those widgets. So whatever you see, if you swipe to the right, you're gonna get all your notifications. So your text messages, emails, whatever you add as a notification, you'll see it there, which I think is pretty nice. If you swipe to the left, here's where you're gonna get all your apps. So you're gonna be able to slide through, select your apps, weather, alarm. I mean, it has pretty much everything that a smartwatch has. As far as the touch sensitivity and the feel of it, I think it's pretty nice. It feels nice. It doesn't feel glitchy or laggy, or like if it's like kind of something that you're not used to. It feels very nice. So I like that about it. I think it's actually also very cool that it has the buttons. On the top right, you have the select, bottom right, you have the back button, and then on the left side, you have the up and down button. So you can also go through the settings and do everything with the buttons, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, that's what an original watch was having those buttons on the side and having everything there. So I think it's pretty cool having that. But again, if you want to just use the touchscreen, you can, which I think that's also something cool that it has over the Garmin. The Garmin doesn't have that. You can use a touchscreen, but of course the Garmin watch, I mean, the one I have has the solar screen, so it charges with the sun. So, you know, it's different technologies, but I think that's pretty cool. And the reason I compare it to a Garmin is because it gives you that kind of look. It gives you that rugged Garmin slash Casio watch, which I think is pretty cool. But I mean, first impressions, I will tell you that I really like it. I'd have to go in, dive in and use it for a couple weeks and see, how good it is and compare it to the other watches. But guys, for under $200, you get all of this in a really cool, case. I think this is awesome, and I think it's an awesome buy. It's not for everyone. It's probably gonna be more for men. It does come in 3 colors. You get this black color, you get like a desert gray, and then you get like a blue slate color, which I like that one. I should have gotten that one, but the black is pretty cool. I like it. So yeah, it's not for everyone. I don't see my wife wearing this. But if you're, if you're a guy and you're semi-active, out and about, you do cycling, running, a lot of working out, I think this is a pretty cool watch to have. Even to have it as an extra watch, I think it's pretty cool. It's not too expensive that, you're gonna break the bank, but you can change it, change your watch into something pretty neat. So I think this is cool, guys. Maybe you should pick one up. So that's a wrap, guys. That's all for today's video. Amazfit, I think it's amazing. What do you guys think? Leave your comment down below. Let me know what you think about the watch. Let me know if you want to see it compared to the Apple Watch, to a Garmin, to the OnePlus watch, to a Samsung watch. Let me know, guys. This is Manny signing out with one more review.